Horse bones. I see now why Marcus has spoken so highly of you. Quite impressive. Now, let's see if we can find out what in the name of Akatosh is going on in that prison. Forced. Thank the gods you're safe. But how in Oblivion were you even captured?
I don't know how they found me. It's like they knew exactly where I was hiding. I never had a chance to escape.
Well, thanks to our new friend, you're okay now. Tell me what you learned.
It's a prison, all right, and it's heavily guarded inside. Well, it was heavily guarded. There are none alive in there now. The commandant was never there that I could tell.
Did anyone mention where he was?
I overheard the guards joking about him getting soft in their embassy and spending too much time with some whore from the Tormas Tavern. But that's all I could hear them say.
Did you learn anything else?
Well, I didn't think much of it at the time, but I overheard a guard talking about how many prisoners were coming and going from the prison. And I noticed several new prisoners abruptly get taken away while I was there, just like he said. They were not tortured, beaten, or starved either. I guess they saved all of that for me. And wait. Yes, one group had a family, a woman and a small child, but he was not old enough to fight. The guard was joking about raping the woman and selling the child to bandits as a slave. Could that be true? They are selling slaves?
Well now, that's certainly a lot to chew on. Excellent work, old friend. I'll check and see if any of my sources know about any of this. Thank you, Korst. You go get something to eat and some sleep. I need you well rested. Dismissed. You've done me a great service, friend. You saved his life, and for that I will never be able to repay you. Is there anything else you can add? Did you hear anything about slaves? That is odd, isn't it? So it looks like the elves are up to no good. Huh. Where else to easily kidnap people than in Skyrim? All they have to say is that they're worshipping Talos. I'm sure many of these enforcers skulking about in Skyrim are under their command. I know you've had a long day, and I won't keep you. We'll let you know when we have anything new. But please, check in with Marcus as soon as you can. Thank you again, my friend.
Hello? I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. I just wanted to introduce myself, mostly. I'm Sienna. There, formal introduction over. I feel better now, don't you? Well, I like moonlit walks through the old ruins, candlelit workshops, and the feel of cold steel in my hand. You know, the same stuff as other women. You do know I'm a Breton, don't you? We're known for our magic, even if I don't use it as much as I should. If you're wondering how I ended up with a bunch of old soldiers from the Great War, they saved my life. When the elves burnt our farm, my parents hid me in a basket in the woods. Balfring found me and gave me to an orphanage until the war in Hammerfell was over, but he kept in touch through the years. And when I was old enough to be on my own, I joined them. He taught me everything I know about fighting, and especially armoring. Say, from what I saw at the prison, you know how to handle yourself out there. But if you ever want any company, come and get me, okay? What you did in that prison when we got coursed? Okay, what is it? Ooh, I hope we're going somewhere dark and misty. Let's go. Oh, hello.
praise the 9 you came along. Your help thus far has been invaluable, but it's time to make some difficult choices. Valerius and I have spoken at length about this, and we value your opinion. We need more guards for the hold, as there's only a few of us right now. We're vulnerable to attack from several fronts, especially from the entrance through the caves, as well as the 2 main gates. There is no possible way the laborers and carpenters can begin their work if they're not able to do so safely. We need more guards. Yes. In fact, we prefer to remain unaffected by any outside entanglements or alliances. Not that we necessarily have anything against either side in this civil war, but we just think it would be best to remain an independent settlement. No one to answer to, no one snooping into our business, and most of all, no damn politicians to pull our strings. And it seems the Jarl of Falkreath is occupied in his own matters, so it's unlikely we'll have any worries from him. Besides, he's abandoned this place anyway. So the way we see it, it's ours to do with as we please. So yes, this is exactly what we were hoping for. Are you absolutely certain this is what you want? I hoped that's what you would say. In fact, I already had Patsy post some notices in a few of the inns here in Skyrim. So far, he's made it to Whiterun, Solitude, Riften, Dawnstar, and Windhelm. But he says he doesn't care for carriages anymore, though. Check around in those inns to see if our notices have produced any potential recruits. If you can find, let's say, around 5 or 6 recruits, with the proper training from Korst, that should get us started. Have the recruits to gather in the courtyard, and when you're finished, report to Korst for further instructions. Good luck, and be safe.
Look! Bakur! stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Sadia, wake up there.
Yes, Mum.
Oh, why yes, I am. Well, I have a decent suit of armor and a well-made steel blade. And I'm Breton. Oh, not really to speak of, like, war or anything. The Great War ended when I was just a kid. But I did see a mud crab down by the water recently. I stayed clear of him, though. They're horrible creatures. Oh, please, please don't say that. I made it all the way here from High Rock on my own. I know I can do it if you just give me a chance. No one in my family ever did anything exciting. No one has been on any adventures or done any exploring. In fact, I'm the first one in my family to ever travel this far from home. I come from a long line of boring non-adventurers, all the way back to my great-great-grandfather, Nondrick. The most exciting thing he ever did was pick flowers and get chased by a wolf. But I want to be the first to break that tradition. So please, please, at least let me try. I promise you won't be disappointed.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel,
oh, like a test. And if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
You want a drink? Hello, friend.
Killer of kings, on the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives.
What can I get you? Sure thing. It's yours for... Take a look. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
But this land is ours. And we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
By Sithis, but you are a persistent one. Haven't I told you enough? No?
Carriage, where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere? Climbing back, and we'll be off. It's almost getting downright hot now.
Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere.
Yes, the prey has finally found the hunter, no? No? Giotto sees this, and this is good. but the hunter waits for you. The hunter is skilled in the sword and the bow. Giotto served many years aboard ships from elsewhere as deckhand and guard. Giotto has many stories he could tell of wondrous places he has seen. Giotto likes the night. Stars very pretty in Skyrim. Giotto sees better at night. Can be very sneaky then. Oh, very bad, my last ship. Very, very bad. Sailors no like Giotto's dog. Sailors kill Giotto's dog and throw him in the sea. Yes, Giotto likes dogs. Dogs are pretty. Can you get Giotto dog sometime? Oh, sad. That ship, very bad. Giotto leave and stay in Skyrim for a while. Look for work. Oh, like a test. And if the hunter make it there, we pass. Very clever.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to do. My father was all the family I ever had.
What is it? I take it by trade you mean dump all your useless junk on me. I rather enjoyed our little chat.
Dragonborn, it is my honor to stand before you.
Carriages, where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Just sit back. This won't take long.
It would be better than this.
You, what do you want? I work in the mine.
We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Yes, we had about given up on you, but I'm glad you came. The Dominion killed our mother and father during the war in Hammerfell. Sorian and I were just children then. When they invaded, we had to run and hide in the fields to escape. After that, our older brother taught us to fight and survive off the land. So you might say we developed a certain skill set over the years. Make no mistake, we will make excellent guards for your town. Both of us are equally skilled in a blade and bow. Oh, like a test. And if we make it there, we pass. Very clever.
His roar furies fire, and his scale sharpens sides.
Look! Bakur!
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Windhelm's a bit cold for my tastes. I ain't talking about the weather. You're not from Windhelm, yep.
Just stoke the fire, take a seat, and get the cold out.
Yeah, I guess so. All my life I've been picked on because I'm small. Everyone has always said I can't do the things I want to do because of it. I want to be a warrior like the great Nords throughout history. It's just that no one has ever believed in me. They say warriors aren't supposed to be little, but they don't understand that small also means quick and agile, light on your feet and stealthy. You don't have to be a lumbering brute to be a good fighter. Yes, and I'm good with the sword as well as with the bow. I would make an excellent guard and will defend my post to the death if necessary. Do I get the job? Oh, it's like a test, and if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
Got some fresh baked bread? Sure thing. It's yours for... I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
Carriages to... Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop some? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You might run into some of them lizard folk. Quite a few of them work the docks there, not sure why. They like swimming in the lake.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
The reason I'm here, I can't just ignore this.
As you can see, there are many of my kind here in this town. They all said, come to Riften and make yourself a new life here. So One Andun comes. And for what? There is nothing for me here. What would One Andun do? Work in the fishery? Join the thieves? I'm not a thief, and I hate fish. Yes, finally you came. That's the only reason I know leave this place. But One Andun was about to give up on you. Oh, but yes, One Andun is equally skilled in steel as well as stealth. I am now practicing my skills with the big sword. But I am able to use my bow anytime I need to. One Andun has not much use for the magic arts, but can heal self if I need to. Oh, like a test, and if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
Yes, I'm listening. Okay, but if I hurt my back, you'll be carrying me. I rather enjoyed a little chat.
Fintar, I am at your command. As you command, Muda Awago.
Yes, I believe they are all waiting in the courtyard for your return. But before we address them, I need to ask you something. Well, you saved my life from that stinking prison, and I value your opinion on their skills. I was wondering if you would be willing to help me with the evaluation of these new recruits. We've been getting reports of trouble from people all over Skyrim. Bandits, vampires, Draugr, and whatnot. If you could scout out some of these reports and take a recruit with you each time, we can evaluate their skills more quickly. Great! I hoped you would help. Please, follow me to address the recruits. See me after, and we'll get started on the evaluations. Recruits! Front and center! Form a line right here. Let's see now. What do we have here? A lizard, a catman, a puny nod, and a woman.
All?
Blood, aren't you?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You sound like a bunch of baby mud crabs. When I ask you a question, the first and last thing to come out of your fetal sewers will be sir. Now say it like you have a bear.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
What happened to you, lizard? Did your mother have any eggs that hatched?
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, all of you are flabby and weak. But today, we begin your training. You will patrol, you will train on the targets, and I might just let you get a little sleep. How about you, Breton? What's your story?
I want to become an adventurer, like you. And no one in my family ever did anything exciting. I aim to change that.
Oh. Seeking fame and fortune, eh? Well, you'll be adventuring soon enough. With our friend here. Each one of you will be going into the field to look for strengths and weaknesses in your combat skills. It will not be easy. It will be hard. But maybe with proper training you might just become skilled enough to have a home here. Now then, you each have your assigned duties and training to resume, so get to work. Now, soldiers!
Sir. Sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Some cowards in this land can't stand the sight of glory before